to create the fourth design, which is this one here, the course scroll. That's what I'm calling it, and I'm gonna do AI chat. And just to make this fast, I've already gone ahead and just kind of copied all the properties of the elements in this design. I have put them in here, and so then I'm just going to go ahead and click convert design to code. So this should be a pretty straightforward thing to code. So just jump right in here. All right, so we've got the code being generated right now. And you can ignore, I always, you can just read the comments for what AI did here. That can help you, of course, when you are going to, if you need to make changes to this. I usually don't read it myself because I don't need it. So right here, let's quickly preview what was created. Well, this is almost perfect on first try, right? So, but now we are missing we're missing this element here, these 5 lessons right here, right? So that's the only thing that is really missing here. And then also, I think that the space between the title and the image is a little bit too big. So in that one, I don't need to tell AI to do it. I can just do it from here. So you can see here for the image itself has a margin of bottom 12, as well as the title text also has a margin top of 12. So when you combine those two, that's already 24 right here. So basically what I'll just do is maybe I can just remove the one from the image. Then I'll just do here. See that? That removes that. And I can actually remove this one too. Yep, so that looks pretty good. So remember, any changes you make here in this pop-up screen, you have to manually put it in here. Now, if you make too many changes, you don't want to, keep copying them and getting them over there. If you are a developer, or if you understand what's already going on here, then the only thing you just need to do is to remove this safe area view here. So remove this safe area view, remove that, and then remove that from here too. And once you do that, so what safe area view does is that basically, excuse me here. Yep. So I'm just gonna take this. Don't worry about that. All right, let's take that off here. Now, the safe area view, what it does is that it places the component right in the center of this device markup so that you can see it. That's really what it is. Now, if you copy this whole code with that safe area view here and go and paste it here, you're going to have problems when you come to mapping. So usually I would say if the changes you made here are very minor, in this case, I just commented out or deleted this image, this margin bottom on the image, as well as this margin top on the text, right? I can just simply come back into my code here and then just do for the image, I'll just delete this margin bottom here, and as well as go to the title text and delete the margin top here, right? And then yeah, so with that, let's see again. We said that we were missing, so I'm going to restore back those safe area view that we had here so that we can actually have this here. So if you come back here for the safe area view, we're going to bring back that text, which is this one here, these 5 lessons here. So I'm just going to say to AI, the 5 lesson text is missing. It should be above the image and to the top left corner of the container. Now remember, you just gotta know how your thing is sort of structured. So based on this, in this case here, this is our entire whole container, and then I'm saying that this text right here is above the image and to the top left corner. And so I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to go ahead and send that back. and then the code is returned back here now. I can go ahead and preview this. So if we go here, let's look at the preview. Look at this here. Now it says view does not exist. Something was missing here actually. So I'm just gonna put that here. So you can see here, right? It came back and it kind of gave us a nice touch here where there's like a background here to sort of create a contrast for that lesson. But now we've got this huge space here. Where is this huge space coming from? Of course, the next place I'm going to think of is that maybe it has re-added a margin, either margin top to this title or margin bottom to this image, right? So look at the image here. There's no margin on it. And let's look at the title. Yes, that's the culprit, margin top. He added 180 to it. If I take that off, you can see, right? So what I just need to do is maybe to make this 10 right here. That's a perfect design. So what I'm gonna do is, since I already used this to preview what's going on here, and of course you can make changes here in this input here, and you'll see it reflect here live, and then you can copy the changes that you made here and then bring them in back here. So if we go back here, the only change we made to that was that we changed that margin top. I think it was 180, so I think I had already done this here. So you got margin top here, and then don't forget to click save. And then once you click save, then we're just going to jump to the mapping screen. So click next to go to the mapping screen. So here we are on the mapping screen. I've already gone ahead and done some mapping already. Now originally we had our the URL of the image here. So what I did was just I replaced it with the featured image, and then also for my for these 5 lessons here, I used a block field here. So this was what this looked like. So let's go here, or something like this, 5 lessons, right? And so if I come here, this number 5, I'm going to pull it directly dynamically from the LearnDash custom field. So because LearnDash has course step count, which actually means the number of lessons that are within a course. So I'm going to remove this 5 and I'm going to map it to block field 1. Later on, we're going to map the LearnDash course step count to this block field 1, which in this case is a custom field 1. And then I want to also use a color here, and I'm going to use the meta test color. So I'm going to come here, go to my block styles, and I'm going to use my meta test color for that. Then for my title, remember this was our title, which was how to start an Amazon how to start an Amazon business on a budget, which was what we originally had here. Because I had to remap this, so let me just take that all off. So this was what you originally had here. So what I'm going to do is I'll just take out this and map the title there. Now for that title, I'm going to also map the BuddyBoss App primary test color, heading test color. So for that title right here, I'm going to go here, go to app styles, and then I'm going to take the heading test color here to map it to that. And then the other things that we have here, originally I'm going to take all this out too so that you can see what I have here. So originally we had this author's name here called Gabriel right here. So because I had already mapped this previously, so it was something like this based on the design that we had. Now you can map the author's name here. So I can come here and map the author's name, but we've already mapped author's name in the other components that we have, right? So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to get a little bit creative here. I'm just going to map category. So I'll type category and then I'll just map or tag this as category. So that means that this is going to be hard coded as category, but then dynamically it will fetch the category of that particular LearnDash course and then put it there. Then for the price, what I did with the price was, originally the price was something like this, $219. Now I'm not going to do price here. What I'm just going to do here is I'm going to do LearnDash course status, which means whether it is open, closed, or open or closed. So here I'm gonna take another custom field, which is block field 2, and put it here so that later on when we go to the custom post integrations screen, we are going to connect the LearnDash price type to this block field here, block field 2 that we have. Now remember, in the previous components that we have generated, we were always saying that the whole cart is clickable, but now I'm going to say there is a button or a link in the cart so that I can show you how to actually tag specific elements within your design or your component to be clickable. So in this case, I would want just this title to be clickable. I don't want the whole cart to be clickable. So I'm just going to go to my title here and just put my cursor here, and then I'll go to the action mapping. So right here, I'm going to select this open link here, and I'll put that there. So you can see here. So now I have deep link on the title. I have for the action. So this is action. By the way, these 3 things you're seeing here, this is content mapping, action tagging, and style tagging, right? So I have an action, which is deep link, and then I have a content, which is title, and then I have a style, which is app heading text color. So once I've got all this mapped out, and then I'll just simply click refactor. And so once I hit refactor, it is just going to get that code refactored and get it ready for deployment into the BuddyBoss app. And once the code is done being generated, then you're simply going to click deploy to GitHub. Good. So it's done. I'm just going to deploy to GitHub now. All right. So now what we now need to do is we need to account for those 2 custom fields that we used. Remember, the title, the featured image, and the category, because we replaced this author here with category. These are default fields for custom post types in WordPress, but we had 2 custom fields: block field 1, which was going to pick up this to replace this number 5, and then as well as this price here. Remember, we replaced that with the LearnDash course status, in this case whether it's open or closed. So we actually use 2 custom fields, which is block field 1 and block field 2. The rest here are default fields. So I'm just going to come here and say, hey, I used 2 custom fields here. And then of course you do the same thing we've always done in the previous ones, where you're going to upload the preview image of the design, and then once you're done, you click save. Then if we go to the custom post type here and go to LearnDash courses and go and select that course scroll, you can see those 2 block fields 1 and 2 that we had already where is that design now, that we have set here, those 2 custom fields that we've set here. Now what I'm going to do is, remember that the first one was for the number of lessons that are within the course. So that is going to be what is called the LearnDash course step count. That will give you the number of lessons. And then for the here, which is open or closed, the course status, I'm going to do LearnDash price type. So remember, in LearnDash course, you have a price type whether the course is closed or is open or is free, right? So you're going to map those there, and then you click save. And then once you do that, we can then go to our app page and then add a LearnDash block here. So I'm just going to duplicate an existing block here. In this case here, I got this one, and I'm just going to change that to course scroll. And I think because we used what colors did we actually use? So let's look here. Let's look at that design again and see that mapping and see the colors that we used. So the colors we used were here for our title. I mean, for this one, which is the the lesson count, we used the meta text color from the block, not from the BuddyBoss app branding, but from the block. So that means also for our title, we are using the app heading text color from BuddyBoss. But then for our categories here, we didn't even map any color to our category. So that means that our category is going to actually have whatever color that is hard coded in this design here. If you want to map the category to any color, you can just map it to either block meta text color, or you can map it to BuddyBoss App meta text color, or alternate or accent color. So whatever you want to do, you can go ahead and do that. We're just gonna drop that in the app page, and then use our colors here to customize it based on what you mapped, and then you update. So let's jump in and look at what that looks like right now. So let's go here. Let's refresh. I hope I clicked update here. Let me see. I didn't. So let's go back here and see if this has finished updating. All right, so now let's just refresh this page. And there you go. Look at that. Sweet, right? So that's it. We have built the 4 components, different LearnDash course views. Remember where we started from? We started by designing this dashboard, this LearnDash dashboard. And of course, you can use this for tutor elements as well, because the Blockli custom post block engine and our AI system can detect tutor elements for the BuddyBoss app. So right here, we've done this, and then we also even did the prototype to simulate the behavior that we want. And then we used the Blockli AI to generate all of those components and the blocks as well. And now everything looks perfect right here inside the BuddyBoss app itself. So, and of course, when you click on any one of them, of course, it takes you to that particular course, and you are all good to go. Now, the good news also is that if you would like to use this templates that I have just created, I'm going to leave a link that you can click and download these templates. And of course, if you have Blockli already, Blockli license, I'm going to show you another video that how you can actually take those templates and then use them directly inside Blockli AI. All right, so that's it, guys. It's that simple. If you just follow this step by step and follow this tutorial, you can generate any UI design for your BuddyBoss app. All you have to just do is unlock your creativity, get into a design software, design your interface for your BuddyBoss app and customize it and make it look the way you want it to be. So with this new AI functionality, now every BuddyBoss app will not look different, not the same. So I hope you're gonna enjoy this, and give me feedback and let me know what you guys think about it. In another video, I'm going to show you actually how you can download this pre-made template, because this template that we use today, we already have it on our website. So you can just download it and just put it into the plugin and deploy it without you going through all of the steps that we've gone through today. So in the next video, I'm going to show you that.